Welcome back to a brand new episode of Non-Typical Nation. I'm your host, Brody Teale. This week we have a super exciting episode. I am hunting with my good buddy Troy, co-host of Non-Typical Nation in Manitoba. We're hunting for whitetails, and this is my first ever hunt with a muzzleloader. So I am pumped right up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of Non-Typical Nation. Okay guys, here we are. I am in Manitoba with Troy, co-host of Non-Typical Nation here. I'm pumped up. You're excited.
Oh, I'm fired up.
I can tell you're excited.
Picked up Brody in the airport about an hour and 20 minutes ago. And we're headed to kill a big boy. It's Halloween night. And everybody knows that monsters walk out on Halloween.
Yes, sir. Let's get in there, guys. We've got like 2 hours of hunting time. So we're cutting it tight tonight, but we thought, hey, let's get out there and see what happens.
Let's go.
Let's rock and roll. Awesome. Okay, guys, we're all situated here. It's about 4:45, I think, 4:50. And we got a really nice vantage point here. You sat here a week ago or so, a week ago, yeah, and had a really good opportunity with the deer I'm after, and he came to about 60 yards, but I was out of camera light, so he lived that day, so hopefully makes a mistake again tonight just a little bit early. So dressed up in pumpkins tonight on Halloween, so hopefully we can make it happen. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So how long has the muzzleloader season been open here? Muzzleloader season's been open for about a week. Okay, and there's another week yet after this, so nice. Right on, right on. I recognize this spot because Troy killed a turkey here in the last season of Non-Typical Nation. So check that out on YouTube. You'll see this exact same field. A ton of turkeys around here too, eh? Lots of turkeys, which is a new one for the Northern Alberta way. Yeah, we don't see them up in Northern Alberta. But anyways, we're gonna be quiet and see what comes out. So, the blessing and the curse of cell cameras is knowing that there's deer in front of your other stand as you're sitting on an open field. So, we know that there's deer in the cornfield on the other side of the bush, which is about probably 600 or 700 yards from us. But them's the breaks, I guess. Couldn't sit that side due to the wind. So, sitting over here, hopefully we get some late movement. Okay guys, that's a wrap for our first evening sit. You know, we only got out for 2 hours this evening. It was a bit of a bonus hunt. We weren't planning on hunting, but super enjoyable. We did see about 7-8 deer, some does and fawns just at last light here. But hey, I'm just glad to be out here and I'm pumped up for tomorrow. You bet. Reconico camera giving us lots of notifications. We know there's deer around, but didn't move on our side of the bush tonight, so I guess we're a little more educated where the deer aren't moving. That's right. But I guess that's always a good thing. That's right. Tomorrow's a big day. You betcha.
Non-Typical Nation is made possible by these great brands. Old Smokes Coffee. Crafted coffee for the courageous. Antler Obsession. Canada's #1 big game supplement and attractant. Tacticam. Share your hunt. Bulldog Targets. Canadian made to last a lifetime. Badlands Canada. It's all in your approach. Dave Booth Taxidermy. Northern Alberta's foremost wildlife studio. Kent Cartridge Canada. High-performance shotgun cartridges. 222 Metalworks. Reconico Outdoors. APA Archery. Black Bear Remedies. Dry Shot Canada. The Palace. Kodiak LED Lighting, Skinner Creek Hunts, Nature Fellas, Old Smokes Outdoor Adventures, Battle River Cree Outdoors, Pure Passion Outfitting, Alberta Bush Adventures. This segment is brought to you by Tacticam. Share your hunt.
So sit number 1 is officially behind me. We seen some deer, we seen some turkeys, and I got to see the terrain here in Manitoba. It was definitely a win. But I've got several days ahead of me and I can't wait to get hunting. Let's jump right on in to day 2 here in Manitoba.
Okay guys, so we just got our secondary stand set up for our second evening of hunting here. I'm super excited. We've got a stand for the cameraman.
Yeah.
We've got a stand already for me. Troy, just lay some groundwork for the type of fields we're hunting over and terrain and whatnot.
So back to our southwest here, there is a really big pocket of slough, willowy stuff, really great bedding area. And then kind of to our north here, there's a really fresh alfalfa field. And walking in, there was a really good fresh buck track from the last day or two for sure. And then to our southeast, there's a cut cornfield, but this alfalfa seems to be kind of the prized possession of food here this time of year. Frost, fresh alfalfa, they're hitting it hard, so should see lots of deer tonight. Got high hopes.
Yeah, so driving past this field yesterday evening, we seen a ton of deer in the field, and like he said, we just seen quite a large fresh buck track. So we are going to sneak out of here and come back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
You bet.
And sit for the evening. Let's go.
Let's go.
Awesome. bucks read the script. They came right in just seconds after he grunted. They weren't big enough, obviously, but yeah, we were hoping that we'd have a bigger buck come in, but just those two guys. The clock's ticking. We've only got a couple of minutes of hunting time left. The field is full of deer right now, but no big bucks, at least none that we can see close enough. So yeah, we're gonna hang out for the last couple of minutes and then get down and sneak out of here.
This segment is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, crafted coffee for the courageous.
It's clear that there's no shortage of deer in this region of Manitoba, but we're really struggling trying to find a mature buck. Rather than us showing you a day-by-day view of everything that happened on this hunt, we're gonna jump right on into the action. Check it out. Okay guys, so here we are. This is the final evening of our hunt. I actually fly out tonight, so we knew we had this option as the week started. We knew Friday evening would have been, you know, just a last chance try at these bucks, but we were hoping we'd get done before then, but it just hasn't happened. We've seen a ton of deer, but just no bucks, you know, over that 2.5-year-old range.
No, definitely not. Been really chuffed getting on them. This morning was finally the good cold temperatures, and deer were moving again, but just nothing mature where we were. So hopefully tonight we get on them.
Yeah, so the stand that we're sitting at tonight is actually your home property stand, and we had a buck running a scrape line this morning right around 8:45. So we know he's bedded somewhere in the area, so we're hoping we're gonna catch him moving, either chasing some does, running the scrape line, or heading out towards some fields to feed this evening.
Yeah, cut corn to the north, they're definitely hitting it, and there's some standing corn to the east. So lots of food around, lots of does. Just need him to make a mistake in daylight.
That's right, so let's get to the stand and see what happens.
This segment is brought to you by Dave Booth Taxidermy, Northern Alberta's foremost wildlife studio.
Okay guys, this is it. We're down to the wire. I've got a buck in front of me. The plane leaves the tarmac in 3 hours, so I've got to make this happen.
To the road. Right. See him.
Yes.
He's bleeding, eh? You've seen all that blood on his shoulder. His shoulder was just soaked, painted red.
He did exactly what I was so scared of.
Dude, I couldn't see him. I had no idea where he was.
And he had us pinned.
He was quartering away. I was going to let him take a few more steps, but I thought we might lose sight of him. We might have nothing. When I seen him riding away, his shoulder was just painted red.
Oh.
The 50 cal hits hard.
Yes.
Dude. Yes. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes. We aren't gonna wait too long. We gotta move on this. We have light. We're gonna head in and see if we can find some blood and go from there. Let's go. Brody. There he is, guys. Right on, we did it. I owe Troy a huge one for this. We've hunted our tails off. Just struggled to find, a decent deer. We've seen nearly 100 deer. This is the biggest buck we've seen, and we got it down with just minutes of hunting time left on the last evening. I never thought it was gonna happen. I really didn't. And here we are. Let's go get it. He bled.
Oh,
He bled.
he corked them.
Oh man, thank you, buddy. Look at this.
Well, we got her. Awesome, mission accomplished. 5 days of hunting hard, morning, night. We said today we've probably seen 70, 80, maybe even close to 100 deer, and just struggled to find, a mature whitetail.
Of any sort.
Yeah, we had 2 bucks that weren't spikers come running in on day 2, but they weren't what we wanted. This morning being the last day of the hunt, we said, hey, we have a chance at anything bigger than those deer.
Yeah.
We got to let some lead fly because we are running out of time. This morning, no luck. We figured, you know what, we've got a few hours to hunt before I have to catch the plane. And here we are, we got a whitetail down. Thank you so much, Troy. I appreciate it big time.
Man, such a great week. What a great way to cap it off. Whitetail here at home.
Yeah, it's really has been an amazing week. A ton of action. A ton of action. We've seen deer every night. It's been entertaining, but just haven't had a chance to pull the trigger. You said you've seen this one. I couldn't see him right away, but I found him, and by the time I found him, he was already starting to make his way out. So I let take a shot. He was quartering away quite a bit, but we got him.
What a blood trail. Like, what an absolute great shot. He leaked and he crashed. And he made it I would say 75 yards, maybe 100 yards at most from the shot. So
Yeah, he was leaking heavy. He
he
was leaking heavy.
heavy.
And we got this buck on camera this morning, and so that's the reason why we decided to sit in the stand. We were like, hey, we know there's a decent deer at one of the blinds, so we decided to sit here, and he was bedded 100 yards from the stand, 75 yards from the stand.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I got a plane to catch. We got to move, get this guy taken care of, and that's a wrap.
You bet.
Right on.
Head on over to nontypical.org to get your Non-Typical Nation branded clothing today. And keep up with the team on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and at nontypical.org. Bulldog Targets. Easy two-finger arrow removal, lifetime warranty, and superior stopping power. Visit BulldogTargets.com and use promo code NTN20 to save 20% off. Hunt, fish, and explore the Saskatchewan wilderness with Pure Passion Outfitting. All-inclusive bear hunting, waterfowl hunting, and jet boat fishing trips. Book now at PurePassionOutfitting.com. 222 Metalworks. Premium handcrafted metal designs. Manufactured by hunters for hunters. With pristine traditional First Nation land overlooking river bottoms, hillsides, coulees, and agriculture, Battle River Cree Outdoors specializes in Saskatchewan waterfowl and big game hunts.
If you've ever gone to the range by yourself and tried to spot your own impacts, you know what a challenge that is. Connect your Tacticam LR to your smart device, problem solved.